from the corner cafe. Watch the moon from on top of the Sphinx.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Dave here, streaming today. Just give me a thumbs up if the audio is coming through. Hopefully the audio is coming through okay. Sweet. From what I can see on Instagram, it's coming through. So, how's it going? Let's see who's in today. Hey Jake on Instagram. Hey, it's me on Instagram. Hey George on Instagram. Who else is in? Sweet. Wow, we got some thumbs up. Sweet. Nice one, guys. I'm glad when things who is it that says I'm glad when a plan comes together. So that's where we're at now. Sweet. Yeah, let me know where you're calling from, and then let me know what time it is over there. I'm in the UK currently. It's 2:23 p.m. So it's shout out to my Europeans. I think we're doing quite well with this one. Georgia's on Instagram. George, are you Greek? That's a Greek way of saying it. Where's the nomads, Dave? Yeah. Well, I've got the micro version 1, and the nomad, trust me, it's on the way. Like I just ordered it. When did I order it? Last week, and I just got an email saying, because it was over the weekend, so I got an email saying, hey, it's on the way. So I'm pumped. So yeah. I'm a guest streamer, so I work with Work Louder. So I'm just streaming. I'm a fan of the micro version 1. And yeah, I use Adobe Premiere and Ableton. And yeah, just here to let you guys know how I use it, and yeah, any questions just fire away. So we got Matt in Glasgow on Instagram. India, almost 7 p.m. Rupali on Instagram. Sweden, Wilski. Francisco Fernandez on TikTok. Hey, man. Jake, Moscow, 424. Okay. Georgius on Instagram is asking me which one did I order. I ordered the Nomad E, and I ordered Hannibal from the A Team. Oh yeah, Garrett's on TikTok. Yeah, do you guys like have random quotes in your head, and then you're like, I've heard this, but I don't know. I can't remember where it came from. I was quoting Waterboy the other day, and yeah, I think I was going H2O, and people are looking at me. It's a bit funny. I was like, oh right, nobody knows this one. Anyways, so Georgius, yeah, I've got the Nomad E coming. So I'm looking forward to replacing this bad boy with the Nomad E, and then just programming it to like my specs to how I use stuff. Because I've done that with the micro version 1. Garage, Florida, 9:25 a.m. Oh, nice one. Sweet. So it's not too late for most people, I'm guessing, unless Australia might be a bit of a funny one at this time. But I think most of us, it's not crazy. Let me just see if... Sweet, so that's there. Sweet, I'm just making sure everything works, and then I'll venture over to Premiere and show you guys how I'm using all this stuff. Let's go. Let's catch up on some comments. Wilski, Sweden, did you say? Sweet. Soul, Steven on Instagram. All right, Karaj, I do not remember that quote. We'll try to keep it clean on this one. But yeah, that's not bad design for people design. Steven44. What do you mean by that? Hey, Dice. I'm going to try my best with the names because some of y'all's usernames are mad. Like I butchered so many names last time. But yeah, let's venture. Let's see if my head cam is working. Oh, nice one. Thanks, OBS. So OBS is resized some stuff. So this is me. I'm a guest streamer today. I'm Dave. It's the first time watching your live stream. Hey, Wilski. Yeah. We're trying to do a lot more live streams, and just to showcase the product. I'm a fan of the product. That's why I'm jumping on and just letting you guys know what's up. And then if you guys order the Framer Micro, it's on pre-order right now, and you drop your order number in the chat, you get a free gift. So I'm writing those order numbers down, and then I'll pass them on to Mike, the big man, chief CEO, to add a free gift for you guys. So the bigger the order, the bigger the gift. I've got Nomad E with the desk mat coming. So yep, I paid my own money with it. I saved up, and it's on the way. So I'm looking forward to that. As soon as that comes, I'm gonna jump on a live stream. I might do like a little unboxing. Wait, I'm probably not patient enough to do an unboxing on stream, but I might do a little video or something. Cause yeah, I'm in the content creator space. I think you might say, make YouTube videos for Premiere Pro and After Effects. So yeah, Big Chief giving freebies. Yeah, drop your order number and we got you. Garage is giving me the quotes. So I've been looking for a keyboard that is more specifically for designer who designs parts, machines, 3D, etc. Steven's asking on Instagram. Yeah, cool. Like these keyboards, like I can speak on Premiere Pro and Ableton, and I've programmed all these keys, and I'll just lift it up like that. Hopefully you can see everything. I've programmed everything to the something slightly different. Whatever would take me 3 or 4 keyboard shortcuts on my keyboard is now just one key. So I'm just flicking through the light configuration. So we'll go with something like colorful. I've got the rainbows out. Let's tone it down a bit. Yeah, let's go with that one. But yeah, that's just like a little thing my kids love. It's like getting the colors going. But yeah, anything you can just yeah, Steven. Yeah, like I can speak on Premiere Pro and Ableton. As far as AutoCAD, I mean, you could just program these to do anything you want, and the dials are there for you to do like a bunch of stuff. So these are highly customizable. That's what I like about them. I have a mouse to do shortcuts in addition to dragging mouse. Eon on Eon Dice, what mouse have you got? I've got the MX Master 3. I don't know if you can 3S. It's like silent clicks. But again, it's limited to like a couple of macros. Like that's the limitation with that. And it's kind of nice to have a mouse that does a few macros, but these, like for this one, I've got 4 different layers. So I changed my layers this way. So I've got layer 0. This layer right here is for Premiere Pro for myself. And I've just got it optimized. Everything I need is just right there to do with editing. So they're highly customizable, and I kind of like that. Just where you can move mouse in direction for any command. Yeah, it's all about workflow. What I love about this, and like my setup at the minute, is just optimized for workflow. So I'm just trying to focus on anything that speeds up my process and keeps it exciting along the way. So that's what I'm after at the minute. just making sure everything's working over this end. What's going on here? But yeah, what kind of programs does everybody use? Like, what's your money maker? What's the bread maker for you guys? For me, it's Ableton and Premiere, and After Effects as well, if I have to dive in there. IO Dice, can I call you Dice? Is that okay? I make music. Yeah, I make music as well. So I'm yeah, I've built a business. I like to say I've built a business around my interests. So all the little toys I get, I can in theory claim as expense. So how does it work? Does it come with a driver software where you can install and customize the pad? Yeah, Steven, I'll show you right now. Steven's asking on Instagram how I customize everything. So this one is the micro version 1. The Framer is the Framer micro is on pre-order right now, but I'll talk through some of the differences. And what I'll do now is I'm going to show you, because this is like when I first got mine like 2 or 3 years ago. It does get a bit daunting going how, like, because we're used to just pressing the JK and the J appears. Like, it's all very logical, but getting your head around how a macro pad could possibly work might be a learning curve for you guys. It was for me. It took me a couple of days to be like, okay, what can I do? All right, so I'll bring up bottom. So you should be able to see. Let me just resize this. So you should be able to see via the program I'm using, and a bit of meta, like I'm trying to monitor Instagram account. So so this is the program called Via, and as you can see, I've got the different layers. I've got the different layers here. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 is my editing layer, and on each key, I can pretty much program any shortcut I want. So, for example, the way I've figured out that it's best optimized for me is using I've got space for play, D for double speed, and then all these, like this one is Shift and E. So you have to go and like use the QMK exact codes, but that's only a learning curve. And then once you get that, you just add stuff. But this right here is Shift E for me. So that cuts like through all the timeline clips. And then QW for editing, save, because you need that in Premiere, or else, you know, that'd be interesting. And then that's my export button. And then here where I've got the dials either selecting the slice tool and the selection tool. And then this one right here, which is my, let's see if I can show you, which is my scrolly pad right here. That is the most used thing I use because it zooms in and out of the timeline. So let me just pull up Premiere and I'll show you what it kind of looks like. So this is Premiere. So this is a YouTube video I'm working on at the minute to help out musicians with multicam videos. So and like yeah, I make YouTube videos for YouTube account called Olufemi. So we do like heaps of Premiere and After Effects stuff. I think we've just passed 500,000 subscribers, so that's cool. But this is a video for that. And as you can see, I'm using the scrolly pad to zoom in and out. So I've programmed that to be like plus or minus. So what I found, especially in Premiere, is when I'm trying to zoom in using the Option key and the scrolly wheel on my MX Master, or any mouse, it's not as precise. And what I find is sometimes it glitches. It's not precise at all, at least for me. But yeah, so this way I can just zoom in and out. And what I've programmed it to be like when I'm scrolling up, it's the plus button on the keyboard. So if I was to do this on a keyboard, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like by the time I'm in there, it's a few presses. But with a scrolly wheel, I can just go boom, boom. And I'm in and out editing and then going between the slice tool and the selection tool. So I find that for me, workflow wise, it keeps things like tactile, exciting, and I'm just so much faster. I do miss my micro when I don't have it. Steven, how's it work? Does it come and yeah, so I've answered that. Jake Burmore, with a new Nomad E style keyboard with function keys would be released. So, Jake, I was wondering the same thing, and when I thought about it, I personally don't use the F keys as much. And if you do, there is like a modifier key that you can just use the numbers for your F functions. Now, the knob one, which I'll pull up right now, the knob one does have the F key. So if that's something you really wanted, you can you can look into that one as well, because that's more. So I'm trying to work louder. I'm trying to multitask, but yeah, I'll pull up the knob one. So this is what it looks like, and this one does have the F keys. And if you are like a programmer, this might be the move, I think. But for creative like myself, I love the fact that I've got more macro pad space. Like I can program all the dials here, and then if I do need the F key, I can either use there's a program called Input where you can just program any key combination, any key to do whatever. So if you really wanted the F keys, you can program them in. In case of AutoCAD, I have to use commands that type text and hit enter. Can you program it with the text and enter? Steven is asking on Instagram. Yes. What I've done is I've programmed one of my keys to be the password to my computer. So whenever sorry for the question, Steven saying, no problem, man. I'm here to answer any questions. But yeah, you can press it and you can type the text and it'll just, press enter. So I've programmed it. When I log in, I'll just press one button and then it just types in my password and presses enter. So yeah, that's something you could definitely program in. Till on TikTok, do I answer any business questions? To the best of my ability, I will. I'm a guest streamer, so I'll do the best I can. Isma on Instagram is asking, should I buy this India? Yeah, we deliver it worldwide. But yeah, if you are from Brazil though, just drop us a DM first. But anywhere else, I'm in the UK, so they deliver. Okay, so I'm trying to keep up with all this. I can't give you a free PC, I'm afraid. Can the keyboard be in Swedish? So you can choose any language you want. I'm guessing you're asking about the physical keys. So the keys available are well, these are sold out. So you got English, the one I need is sold out. So you got US, French, German, and then Nordic, Italian, Spanish. Someone on the last stream said I might be like a bit misremembering this, but somebody said the Swedish keys are like you can kind of find them in the other key sets. I can't remember. Just let me know, Wilski. What would you have? What characters would you have that like the German keyboard wouldn't have? I think it was like the E with like the dash over the top. Wilski, no problem. Bit. Eyes, thank you. Thanks. Now I'm going to the website for buying. Oh, sweet, Eyes. Sweet. Yeah, make sure you drop your order number here and I'll mark it down. We'll make sure we add a free gift for you. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me just find a pen. I'm gonna write down all the order numbers. So if the order has not shipped out yet, we'll make sure we include a free gift. Make sure you include it here. Any news on the knob delivery? Last I checked, it was Q3, so July. So in production, ships out July 2025. So it'll be shipping out in July. Oh, right. I was like, Will's kill was like, what the heck is that? So A-I-O. Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's the physical keys, I think we're just limited to what we've got. But if it's a case of changing the actual like what it actually types in. Like with the program called input, you can pretty much program that to do whatever you want. So any key could be anything. And what I love about, and this is the thing I'm excited, especially for the Framer Micro, which is right here. This bad boy is going to be Bluetooth, first of all, because my version 1, this is like wired. So having it wireless, game changer. That's going to be so cool. But then also, as I showed you earlier, the program I use to program my shortcuts via, it looks like this, but Work Loud has worked really hard on creating a program called Input. And what Input does, it's pretty much like, it's so much more intuitive, and they've added multi-tap. So for any one key here, you can have multiple functions. Tim is saying, I love the work you're doing on Instagram. The design is just so satisfying. I agree. Like, this is what got me 3 years ago. Like, I saw the Instagram account, I saw the potential of like what I can do with this, and I was like, yo, this is legit. So saved up, bought this bad boy, and compared to everything else on my desk, I'm pretty sure everything's been replaced once or twice. Keyboards, audio interfaces, everything. So yeah, it's good. So so the Framer, so I was saying about the multi-tap, multi-function. So basically every key over here, when you tap it once, you can program it to do one thing, and then if you tap it twice, it'll do another thing. So for me, for example, if I'm pressing down on, if I've got one key for my undo, but then I'd need another key to program my redo, but I can have tap once, undo, tap twice, redo. Like, that's just a simple example of what I would use it for on in Premiere Pro. So there's so much stuff you can do. Okay, so we got into that questions about on the website that has those keys. Okay, so there's isolated key sets you can get. Let me see where it is. For different languages, let's see. Okay, sweet, that's answered. But yeah, there's so much you can do, and then the new Framer's got this dial. So you got with the joystick right here, you've got 8 functions. So you got up, down, left, right, and then like the diagonal. So for me, yeah, it'd be a game changer, because at the minute, what I can do is like a fair bit, but the more you use it, the more you're like, oh, I can, it kind of opens up your mind to like all these possibilities. So yeah, once I get Input going, I'll be able to show you guys like all the different stuff you can do. But yeah, it's really exciting. And the thing is, the Framer comes with all these keycaps. Let me just show you. So it comes with all these keycaps. So if you want to keep it like all black, sweet. If you want to just add a bit of character there. And let me show you what I've got. When I bought mine, I'm pretty sure it came with these black keycaps. So it came with these black keycaps, and then I bought the clear ones because I like stuff to be like a bit more plain. So all black, all translucent. Oh, he says plain, but he's got rainbows going. Let's see. Yeah, I'll keep it there. But yeah, so I like having those like black keycaps, and then the translucent ones, like, yeah, add a bit of character. And what I love about the and this is like, yeah, you probably see the bottom of it like illuminate now. That's a nice touch. And what I find with this one is muscle memory. Muscle memory is such a big thing for me, because as soon as I put my hand on here, automatically I know where everything is, and I'm just editing like straight away. And the key thing when you're editing is you don't want to move your head from the screen. So if I move my head from the screen, I kind of lose out on speed or concentration. But yeah, being able to just like scroll in, pull up whatever tool I want, undo, delete. Like, it's massive for me. So and then all the secondary stuff that I wouldn't use that often, I do have like keyboard shortcuts for. So let me think of one. Like I press A to select everything to the right. I don't know if you can see that. And then Shift A to select everything to the left. But I don't use it that often. So it hasn't made onto like the shortcuts on here. So anything I need immediate access to, it's just right here ready to go. And it's probably within a editing session if you're doing like, oh, that's a funny face I've paused on. But if you are a programmer, like as I said, I work in Premiere Pro and After Effects in Ableton. I know for a fact for me, there's stuff I do thousands of times. Like literally, if I was to calculate how many times I press a button, it's probably thousands of times, or hundreds. Let's say hundreds, just to be moderate, that I use some kind of function. But the fact that I don't have to like pull gang signs, as I say, on my keyboard all the time, and it's just right there, wrist locked, and then I'm just like, everything's here, muscle memory, and off I go. So yeah, any other questions, just let me know. But that's a usual thing for most people that want to get into just optimizing their setup a bit more. And yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Have we got any other, what other professionals do we have in here? Do we have any programmers? Any fellow Premiere Pro peeps? Something there in the comments. But I know people that use these for work and then unplug it, take it home. And then we've like last time we had a few gamers that used it, which like I'm not a gamer personally, but I can see how that could be like optimized for gaming. I'll straighten up this camera. What are you guys working on at the minute? Oh, and the cool thing is, what I did, I programmed this thing yesterday. Because, as I said, it took me a couple of days to realize what I used the most. And then once I built up muscle memory, it took me a couple of days. I was flying on this thing. But something I didn't realize I do a lot is, let me just move this. I resize stuff a lot, obviously, as you would do in good old Premiere. So if I was to resize this, let me show you. Let me just make it a bit smaller so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so if I was to resize this, I've programmed it so my dials are moving to the decimal point, like this dial right here. This dial right here moves stuff to the decimal point, and then this dial right here, the scrolly up wheel, that moves things like one by one, like unit wise. So if I'm resizing stuff, I just literally, let's go this way a bit. Like I've got that selected, press on the size, and then I'm like resizing it by using my scrolly wheel. And in A for me, it's something tactile I can have there. And then if I don't like that, Command Z, that I've programmed for undo. But yeah, just having something tactile there that can go decimal point, because that's a hassle. So that's moving to the decimal point. And then this is moving like to the unit point. And the cool thing is, like, whilst this is going on, I can reposition it. Right. So, oh, I should be there. Sorry, there was a shortcut there. Yeah, because I found that if I'm color grading something, exposure, you don't want to like go unit by unit on this one because like that's gonna just overexpose everything. So unit by unit, yeah, overexpose. So you have to go decimal point on that one and just make sure it's like what it needs to be. Anything else, like yeah, unit price, like moving unit wise is fine. Um, but yeah, that's the latest thing I've programmed on it, and I'm kind of enjoying having the tactileness of it, which is cool. Yeah, any more questions, just let me know, and I'll try my best to answer. Stick some music on. Let's see. Fun. Well, it's not a fact, but it is kind of a fact. But I took my daughter yesterday to watch Hamilton, and she loved it. It was so much fun. But I did have a late night, and then I had to come back and finish some projects I was working on. But yeah, I'm not gonna play Hamilton because I've been listening to it nonstop for like 2 weeks, so I'm not out of pocket when we go see it live. Any music suggestions? Let me know. But yeah, this is the setup. Try to add some interest to my desk. But yeah, man, it's all good. I find myself quite a bit um needing to edit stuff because I work, obviously I do like a lot of audio stuff. I find myself wanting to switch between Premiere and Audition just to like do like minor repairs. So I've, instead of right clicking edit clip in Adobe Audition, I've just programmed that to be a single key. And the cool thing with the micro is that you've got obviously the keys that you can see. You got the layers here, but then also this dial right here, you can turn it clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then press it in. So pressing it in is another function. And then same thing with this, up, down, and then pressing it in. So that's going to be cool. Well, it is cool because I've got it in my hands. But what I'm finding is that with the framer or the new, like basically the micro version 2, let's see. Oh, is that I'm gonna have extra functions to mess with. So the joystick, I've got 8 there, and then I've got the dial, which is gonna be clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then press down. So just there alone, I've gained quick maths, an extra 6 functions just from the change of that being a joystick. Then obviously Bluetooth. That's gonna be killer. You can get it. You can get a wired version, so you can order a wired version if you want. But I've got an M1 Max 64 gig, 1 TB, like heavy machine. But the one thing is, like, I've only got three USB-C ports, and although I've got like a heavy duty, like adapter thing, it's one of those big units. It slows the speed down on hard drives, I find, and then it just takes up another port. So, yeah, just having stuff wireless is definitely the move. And then I could take it. Sprog on TikTok. Oh yeah, Sprog is asking me what accent have I got? Like a mix of American British. Yeah, you pretty much nailed that one, because my I grew up in Greece, so I'm originally Greek. So if we got any Greeks in the house, yeah, just give me a shout. But I grew up in Greece, and then most of my friends in Greece were American, so I had a bit of a twang in Greece. But then I moved to the UK about a long time ago. So my wife's from the UK. Wilski wireless is the best. Yeah, I think so. Wilski on Instagram saying, I think wireless is the move, especially with like how there's like pretty much no latency, so it's pretty fast. And it's just wireless is definitely the move. Everything else I've got like keyboard, mouse. Yeah, I'm just used to it now. But yeah, and my wife's British, so I've definitely got some words in there that are more British sounding. My family definitely tells me when I go back to Greece, they're like, "You sound so British," but they don't realize England. And if we've got anybody from England, you travel an hour, and the accent's different. Like yesterday, we went to see Hamilton in Liverpool, and the accent is totally different. So my 12-year-old was like, what's going on here? What are they saying? So it takes you a while to like lock in. Whereas in other places, like, yeah, you wouldn't travel an hour. You travel an hour and you can understand everybody. But I find that about the UK. So yeah, my accent is a bit messed up. Unless I'm talking to my American friends. Then it's it's got a bit more of a twang. Yeah, Wilski on Instagram. Yeah, that's the one thing about this stuff. It looks clean and it's just well built. And I was showing people on stream last time, like the weight is great. And then I found that the grip, like it'll, put it down. That thing is not moving. Like my whole desk is moving at the minute. Like that thing isn't moving. And it's just stabilized. And that's what you want with this kind of stuff. Wilski, try to speak Swedish. No, I don't know anything in Swedish. Sprog, such a nice mix of accents on TikTok. He says all these products look such nice quality. We'll definitely be interested. Sprog on TikTok. Check it out. Check them out on the website. I could definitely vouch for them. As I said, I bought mine about 2.5 years ago, and it's this one right here, because before this they had the creator board. So the creator board for me, when I saw it, is great. And I saw it, I was like, I like it a lot. I couldn't get my head around the ortho linear, and that's why now they've got the Nomad E, which is in the mail. I got one, so I bought one with my own money last week, so it's in the mail. I got an email today. It's like it's coming, so I'm super pumped. So this is on the way. But yes, for me, what I found is that the micro was like pretty, like I had to save for it. Like, I was running a business, doing a bunch of stuff. And when I first started my business, I was like, I really like this. And I saved up, I got it. And I've had it for 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years. Like, I haven't looked back, to be honest. And I find new ways of using it. And if you, I don't know, in tactile wise, it's great. Muscle memory I've built. Love it. And then if you want to change it, you can just there's all a bunch of stuff that is customizable, like the dials. Like you could just do a bunch of little stuff to keep life interesting. And then like functionality mainly, I find ways of using it all the time. But yeah, I just save up for stuff. Like, yeah, looking forward to this one. This one, Q3 ships out in July. So, Zettel Jeetle Media on Instagram. I need this keyboard. Yeah, I can vouch for it, man. Like, I'm a guest streamer, jumping out to show you guys how I use mine. I've got the micro version 1, and yeah, if you look at my desk, I've got just like a bunch of stuff, like hard drives, keyboards, I don't know, mouse, earphones. Yeah, I do like my gadgets, but this has been the one I never had to look into replacing. It just works so well. Uh, uh, Sprague on TikTok. Keep an eye out on the Instagram. I think for like how they're putting stuff together, like these aren't cheaply made. Like trust me, like this thing is solid. And I mean, I don't know if you can see it. Like I've had this for 2.5, 3 years. Like there's minimal wear on it. It's just like really well designed, and the keys still feel the same. It's got that like really clicky. We might do a sound test in a bit, but it's got that clickiness that it's just solid. Like that's all I can say. So yeah, I love mine. So let's catch up on some questions. Cubulus on Instagram. Anything to do with like, I know Mike and Mattia, they've they've learned a lot doing all this. But I would they've done a lot of content, a lot of interviews. Like watch those and then yeah, get in touch, see what's up. Looking for the component key. So Azier on Instagram, I'm looking for the component key. I would love to do a case for it. What do you mean by that? So just like you'd like to make a physical case? I don't know. Detail Media, is it compatible with BitFocus Companion and Control Central IO? So the best, I use Premiere Pro and After Effects in Ableton. So I've fully customized this to all the stuff I need. So I've got the micro version 1, and this is what the program looks like where I program all the keys. So if you, on my top screen, you could see like if I was to press down like little shortcuts and stuff, I'd have to like press down like Command Shift E, Command Shift R, or like sometimes it'd be something like flipping random on all these keyboard shortcuts. Although you can program your keyboard shortcuts in, you're kind of limited to like this left side, and then sometimes you just want to do more stuff. Of here with VIA, with the micro version 1, I can program one key to literally like press like 4 or 5, like whatever you want on my keyboard. So it's equivalent. One key press here can be equivalent to however many key presses you want. So yeah, if that makes any sense. And then so it's highly customizable. Like you've got all the dials here. So I've got my dials here. So this dial is like clockwise, anti-clockwise, press in, and then here I've got up, down on the scroll wheel, and then press in. So if I'm using it in Premiere, I'll just show you how smooth it is. And I use this quite a lot. So if I'm editing and I want to zoom in and out, I literally just scroll in, scroll out, scroll in, scroll out. So I use this like zoom in, zoom out quite a lot, and I find that it's just very precise. Sprague on TikTok. Oh yeah, they look high end as hell. Yeah, bro. Just watching just follow the Instagram account and you'll see like these guys are no joke. Like the stuff they put out is like super cool. So this is a YouTube video I'm making for musicians. I make a bunch of YouTube videos for a channel called Olufemi. We do like Premiere Pro, After Effects, audio, anything to do with editing. So this is a pretty simple timeline. Like using my timelines look bonkers. But yeah, I find that just having something tactile and very accurate, I find that zooming in with my scroller wheel and pressing option is just all over the place, and I just can't be exact with it. And this is just one example of how I use the micro in my editing. I'll chop up a clip in a minute and you guys can see. A key BBZ on Instagram. Can I talk to the founder? He jumps on live streams quite a bit, so if you'll be able to catch him on a live stream. But Mike is the big boss man. So if he follow the account, and once he jumps on a live, he's really active. Omar has got a order number for us. Omar, can you double check on that? I think the order number should be 5 digits. I might be like I'll mark this one down so you don't miss out on a free gift. But L48284. Just check again. It should be a 5-digit number. I'm guessing it's like 48284. I've marked that down, and we'll be able to find it. Wilski, your dog is looking at your stream, at my stream. But yeah, cool. Say hi to your dog. What kind of dog have you got? Yeah. What dog have you got? I like dogs that I can, play with and then give it back. my kids really want a dog, but I'm like, I can't do that right now, kids. So, yeah, power to you. So, yeah, Show&Tell Media on Instagram. I hope I answered your question. I might have gone, extra with it, but yeah, any questions, let me know. Like, I specialize in Premiere Pro and Ableton and After Effects, so I can tell you how I use it. And I've actually got a Nomad keyboard on the way. I bought it last week with my own money. It's on the way, so I'm super excited to see how I can adapt that to my workflow. And as far as programming goes, I mean, they've got VIA, which works with Mic version 1, which I've got, but the Framer, like the new one, this one right here, works with their own program that's for iOS, Mac, PC, that you can program each key, and it's just a lot more intuitive, a lot easier to program. And then I was telling guys earlier that you can have the multifunction, which is massive, especially for like all the stuff I'm doing, because one key could actually have a couple of functions. Like if you tap once, that could be a function. Double tap, that'll be a different function. Tap and hold, you can have a different function. So you can highly customize this stuff to be just optimized with how you work. Let's say Wilski, a Pocket Bully. Okay, cool. How old is he? Usually dogs don't really like me. They see me and they just like freak out. So yeah, hopefully my voice isn't too annoying for him. But yeah, I want to make sure Omar on Instagram, have I got that? Can you double check on that order number? I just want to make sure you don't miss out on a freebie. So yeah, like if you got any order numbers, check them in the chat. 1 year and 2 months. Nice one, Wilski. But if you got any order numbers, drop them in the chat. You get a free gift if you drop your order number and it hasn't shipped out. Key thing, because once it's shipped out, we can't really add stuff to it. So I'll show you what I've got. I've got the Nomad E on the way. So I've got this bad boy, and I got Top Shell. So if you get this, you get the Top Shell for free. So I got the, I think I got Atomic. So I've got the Top Shell is like you can make it look different. So that's the exciting thing about this stuff. It's like it's customizable as well. So the functions are customizable, and then you can customize the look as well. So I've got a Top Shell. I do like the chalk, so it's like white, because I need a bit of contrast here, because everything I've got is like pretty plain. It's like black and then maybe a bit of silver. But then yeah, this will be like a nice contrast. And then as I was looking at it, I was like going, oh shoot, I might need some keys, like some extra keys for it, just to be able to change the look. So this one's like black keyboards, look super clean. And then later down the line, I might get this key set. So I like the idea of like white and orange. Well, like pretty much what the knob is, like white and orange. This looks clean as. But one of the other streamers, he's got a Nomad E, and he's got chalk white keys and then some orange ones just spread out a bit. So definitely on the on the books for me. So white keys with a bit of orange sprinkled in. I think that's the move. I like this one right here. It's like white with a few black ones. Yeah. I just love how customizable these are. And then I've got, let's see. So all these knobs right here. So you got 1, 2 knobs on the right with a screen. It's got a timer and a few widgets. The music widget's coming out next month. It's being programmed. So that's cool. And then all these can be programmed to whatever macro you want. So just having that. So check this out. I'll have, so you can see on my top screen, I'll have on my left hand. So my right hand won't have to move from the mouse. That's the key thing. You don't want if you program stuff in shortcuts, make sure it's on the left hand. So you're not moving your mouse hand around, because then you take your eyes off the keyboard. We're talking about optimal workflow. So I'll have shortcuts here, and then shortcuts here, and then I'll have the screen with a few macros. So just like, yeah, I'm super pumped to add that to my workflow. But yeah, as Wilski said, clean as, bro. Mike was telling me the black one has like been super popular, and they've sold out of that top shell, and I really wanted like the black one. Like black with white keys, I think it'd be dope. Let me see if they've got a photo of that. They got a photo of it in here. Is there a black one with white keys? Where is it? I think it'd look dope. They got the chalk one. Black, white keys, bit of orange sprinkled in there. It'd be dope. Yeah, that's the plan. Also, like the Discord community is quite like really active. So if you go on the website, go down here where Discord is and just like follow what they're up to on Discord. And Mike's really active. The big boss man, he's really active on Discord. So yeah, and we've got some really cool people. One of the things that made me laugh on Discord. Let me see if I can pull up the graph. I was telling guys last week. Let's see. I'll share my screen as soon as I find it. But it might have moved on, actually. Let's see. Just open. Gosh. Basically, it was a pie chart of does pineapple belong on pizza? And interesting fact. Okay, so for my Italians out there, I already know the answer. If we got any oppositions, just let me know. But I don't know if this is true. I kind of don't want this to be true, but as a Greek, I do have to apologize to the to the Italian community, because apparently there was a Greek guy that started putting pineapple on pizza. So it's kind of our fault that pineapple's on pizza. So as a Greek, I do apologize. I was laughing. I was like, oh no, what have we done? And I highly dislike pineapple on pizza. Like, I'm like, I'll eat it because it's pizza. Pizza can't be bad, can it? But my wife loves pineapple on pizza. So sometimes we'll order stuff and we have to go like half and half. I think Domino's do like a half and half thing. But I'm saying that because I think Mattia posted that. Mattia's the genius behind like the designs, and I was watching an interview with the guys yesterday, and just so talented in what the guys are doing. Wilski, you're Greek and Swedish. No way. Nice one, man. Yeah, I grew up in Greece. Like, I'm Greek, and I moved over in my 20s to study. And I kind of never moved from the UK. Like, my wife's from here. And yeah, I go to Greece as much as I can. So I'm trying to find the chart. I can't find it anywhere, but it made me laugh so much. Because most people are like, yeah, it's not happening. Pineapple should not be on pizza. Maybe I'm feeling pressure now because I'm trying to find it. Anyways, it's secondary. I'm here to show you guys how to use the micro and how I use it, but just trying to converse. You've never been to Greece? It's lovely. Like, I'm going over end of July into August. We always try to go over. Like, August is really hot over there, but it's so nice. Like, anywhere in Greece, you're always like half an hour from a beach. So you can always like just drive to a beach, or even like take the tram and the metro and just go to the beach for the day. It's like, it's solid. And the food is great. I find myself just eating so much over there, but it's just good food, man. Like, you can't go wrong. And the other thing I'm kind of excited about so this is the Discord community. But what I'm looking forward to, I've said it, I'll say it again, Bluetooth on this thing. Like, a lot of the stuff I do is like custom music, video production, video promos, and I do quite a bit of filming as well. But I don't know if you guys are like this, but if I'm at home for too long, I mean, it's my space, but I try to get out as much as I can. So if I go to a coffee shop or something, I'll take literally my laptop. I won't even take a mouse. I'll take the micro though, and it's just part of my workflow. Like, I'll just use it heaps, and it's a real head turner. People are like, "Oh, what is that?" It's like, it's a bit of a showstopper. So people are always asking about it. You know, they see me just like flipping, tapping away. They're like, "What is that? It sounds so lovely." Oh, let's do a quick ASMR. People always ask for these. So let me just pause music. So this is just the keys. So yeah, these sound really nice. But yeah, they'll see me like tapping away. And they'd be like, "Oh, what is that?" So yeah, nice kind of like icebreaker. But I'm looking forward to the frame of just being wireless, and this black flame, like the black frame around it, is so nice. And then you got these lights illuminating, so just really well designed. But where am I going with this? Oh yeah, remote working. So if I'm like, it'd be nice to just be able to take it out, turn it on, and then boom, I'm in. I don't have to like try to connect it or anything. Sorry, like physically with a cable. Yeah, that's my lazy self coming out. Lionfield Music. What is that? Is that a music group? Wilski? Yeah, any more questions, just let me know. I'm here to be as helpful as I can with this stuff. And yeah, man, just general gadget geeky stuff. I get to the point where I get very I'm geeky about workflow, if I'm completely honest. And anything that makes my life easier, I'll go with it. Like, I love these like minimal Japanese like Muji pens. Don't know if you can see it in the top cam. But just stuff that works. The older I get, I'm just like, oh, is the Italy guys. Don't know what that is. Christopher on Instagram, discount codes, question mark. I'm afraid not. The best I can do is if you drop your order. So if you order something, drop your order number in the chat, we'll add some free gifts. So I'm writing down order numbers, and I'll pass those on to Mike, which is the big boss man, and he'll add some free gifts in there. Bigger the order, bigger the gift. But that's the best I can do, Christopher. I bought this 2.5 years ago. My own money, saved up, bought it. Never looked back. I've had it for all this time, and yeah, it's just withstood the test of time. And yeah, it's been awesome. But I was telling this chat, I recently ordered the Nomad, so I'm replacing this keyboard right here with the Nomad E. So I've got this one right here, exactly as it comes, like chalk. And then you get a free top shell when you order this one. And yeah, if you want to customize the look a bit. But this one I've got, I'm super pumped to just have, the screen, like get my macros, work with their program called Input, and just customize the crap out of everything. Because yeah, I just love optimal workflow. So yeah, if you guys have any music suggestions, just let me know. Hello, Lucas. Hello, I really wanted to know the alpha key set in black. New news on the website. What do you mean? Let me just check with you. All right. Let me just find. It's right there. I could see it. Is this what you mean? So this the MX Alpha key set is in night and day. So that yeah. So instead of black and white, it says night and day. So you can choose between the two. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Any music suggestions? Let me know. I'm gonna put something different on. The algorithm's been suggesting some decent music lately, so let's see if we'll find it. There it is. Lucas, are you on the are we on the same website? worklouder.cc. So if you go up to accessories, keycaps, keycaps, and then MX Alpha key set. Baby Shark, no way, man. I tried to erase that from my memory. Wilski. Sai on Instagram is asking, is this keyboard the knob keyboard? No, the knob keyboard isn't out yet. I've just recently bought, I'm replacing this keyboard with a Nomad E. So I've got this in the mail. I just got an email today that it's been shipped. And yeah, I'm so pumped for it. I'm just like, I keep on checking my phone as if like the order's going to come faster. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I did say I might do an unboxing on stream, but to be honest, as soon as it comes in, I'm going to open it up and start using it. So I might make a quick video, but I'm not waiting until I go on stream to open it. Yeah. The knob is this one right here. And the knob is, yeah, this one's badass, man. Like so well made. Metal enclosure. And yeah. And these are like limited. So as soon as they sell out, they sold out. So very bespoke. Mike was telling me about 1.5 years worth of like research and testing has gone into this. So yeah, they look clean as. And if you go on Instagram, I'll check that out, Lucas. But yeah, the renders look amazing, and I can speak for like this looked amazing on the renders, and in person, it's like solid as. So. Yeah, solid as, man. So I've programmed the last layer to just be a bit of a light show. My kids love it. Only specific size though, small. Bing Windows work. I'll have to report that back to Mike. I don't know what it's looking like on your end. What browser are you using? It might be the browser? I don't know. Is that music alright? Is it too loud? I'll pop it there. I'm not getting anything on TikTok. Is TikTok still live? Are you guys there? Yeah, Lucas, I don't know. Like, the website looks fine on my end. Yeah. Arc. Is that the browser you're using? Don't know. Covering water on TikTok. Yep, it's good. Lucas on Instagram is asking for any discounts. Yeah, the best I can do is if you drop your order number in the chat, we'll send a free gift. As long as that isn't shipped out. So at the minute, we've got the framer on pre-order. The Nomad E. I just ordered the Nomad E last week, and I actually got a desk mat as well. Desk mats look sweet as. Let me just show you. So I've ordered the Nomad E, paid my own hard-earned cash on it, and I got the floppy desk mat. I got this one right here. So these are on the go. Oh yeah, and don't judge me for the amount of tabs I've got open. It's just bad habit. And most of it's like YouTube videos I don't want to watch later. But I know you got a watch it later playlist, but I never go on that. I just have them there. How many tabs have you guys got open at the minute? And also, if you're on an iPhone or Android phone, just click on that window button, and I have to go and erase those. Sometimes I've got about like 200 open, so I had to go back and delete quite a few. Like it doesn't affect speed, but yeah, a lot of tabs. But yeah, I've got this desk mat. It's on the way, so hopefully next stream you'll see me with that. And then I ordered the Nomad E, and I got the free top shell. So I went with an atomic top shell, like the clear one. So yeah, I got an email this morning saying it's ready to go. It's coming your way, bro. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Heaps and heaps. The who was telling me, Kirk, the one of the other streamers, he was saying he's actually programmed his macros over here to be like copy paste, but he's an illustrator, so I don't know if it was like something like copy in place, because you can copy and paste in place, copy and then paste in place. I can't remember, but it was something really specific. So he's using these right here. So yeah, I'm trying to get my head around what I'd program mine for. So yeah, once you start getting into this, you just, I wouldn't say it's, it makes you be more aware of what you're actually using, and then you can kind of like optimize your setup according to that. But yeah, because I feel like I'm fast enough in Premiere. Obviously it's easier when I've got this because it's like one button instead of like loads of key combinations. But I had to stop and ask myself, what do I use the most and what's going to speed up my workflow? So I'm asking myself the same question with the Nomad E being in the mail. So yeah, any questions, ask away. I feel like we're on this journey together. But yeah, man, the graphite looks clean as. I really wanted the graphite one. Look how clean this looks. Oh, man. Yeah, as soon as this top shell's on sale again, your boy's getting one. Anyways, let's go through some shortcuts on what's it called? Yusef. Yeah, back at you, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. But let me just I'll chop up a clip here. So I've got it on my layer. So if I was to take let's take a bit of A-roll. And we'll take it. Oh, not that one. I'll extend it out. This part isn't color graded. Let's just add the color grade on top. Okay. So say I'm here and I want to edit this. So I've got my scrolly wheel. I'm going in and out. And sometimes what I'll do is, although it's not very accurate, I'll just go into Premiere and get it to take out all the silences. If it's my own A-roll, I'll just be a bit lazy. But after that, I've got the obviously zoom in, zoom out with my scrolly wheel. And then I'll have, actually, let me just put this on the top just so you guys can see close up of my, let's see, top. Okay. And then, yes, just so you can see a close up of what I'm doing here. All right. So yeah, let's just focus on the timeline. So as you can see, I've got the timeline here. So if I'm scrolling in and out, zooming in and out, I just use my scrolly wheel. If I'm going to change between the slice tool and the selection tool, I've got the dial. So I go slice, slice, and then this is my delete. And then I've got another key for my default transitions. So usually I like just smoothing out my, yeah, it gets rid of that pop whenever you're editing stuff. Just smooth out the edges. And then I zoom in, zoom out again. And off I go on the next one. I've got these right here as, like this button right here, slices through all my layers. And then I can slice through that one as well. Either delete, or I use my shortcut to ripple delete. So this ripple deletes that part. So yeah, I've set this to ripple delete from here to here. So bam, ripple deleted. And then I've got my save button, obviously, because if you're working in Premiere, you need to save as much as you can, because things go south a lot. And I do like I find that when I'm editing, a lot of people like breathe quite a bit. Like I breathe in like big breaths. So I have to chop these out just to make it as clean as possible. Navigate through. And then what else do I do? And then I use disable and enable quite a bit. So if I'm doing graphics or stuff, or testing, what do you call it? Sound effects. Like if I'm sound designing something. I'll just like enable disable. So I've got a button just to enable disable. And then one I use a lot. So if you edit, I use this a lot, is to, instead of like right clicking and then reveal in Finder, I've got a shortcut for that. So if I press that, it'll just reveal the file in the Finder. And then I can either edit that raw clip or find anything else that was in the same folder. So yeah, I use that so much. So anything I use a lot, I've just created shortcuts for. Enable, disable, said that. Default. And then I've got any editors in here. I'm hoping this kind of makes sense to how you guys can apply it in your own workflow. Either, use Illustrator, Photoshop, DaVinci Resolve, Premiere, Word, anything that would require you to just use loads of shortcuts. With this, you just press it once. You just program it to do whatever you want. So this is my editing layer. So everything I've got in this layer, so I've got 4 layers. Everything I've got in this layer is my editing layer for Premiere Pro. Let me just remember what else, because everything's muscle memory now, so I have to think of what everything else does. So that's that. Oh yeah, that's an export one. And then double speed. Yeah, so I've got one that just exports. So I'll just click and then I'll export. But yeah, any other questions, let me know. Just hanging out. And now my computer's opened up. Export. Let me just delete this.